His MVP. Goal swung, right field. Forget about it. Rangers strike first. Goes after the first one. Drills a high fly ball. Left center field. This game is tied. From Javier. Sears hits a high fly ball. Deep right field. A bomb into first. Drive. It's tied. Sears smashes the ball. Down the line. Goodbye. Now Sears to right center field. Way back there. Sears does it again. It's Texas Rangers win the World Series. The Willie Mays Most Valuable Player Trophy presented by Chevrolet. Is there any doubt? Corey Seager.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of Right on Rangers Live, coming at you fresh trades off the press. Oh my goodness. Merrill Kelly, anyone? Oh my goodness. This is fun. Rangers going over the CBT, going over the luxury tax threshold with this deal. You might as well go ham at this point. You might as well go out and get a bat. You're over the luxury tax threshold right now. You got Merrill Kelly, a dude that absolutely shoved against Texas in the World Series last year. I was not expecting Kelly. I've got to take on this Merrill Kelly trade. I mean, beyond elated to get a guy of his caliber, I've got to take on this Kelly trade. I want to share with y'all in just a little bit. Here at Right on Rangers, though, we cover everything Texas sports. Big emphasis on the Rangers during the MLB season. And we thank you for choosing Right on Rangers for all of your Texas Rangers content. Drop a comment, drop a question. Let me know what you think of the Kelly trade. Rangers also dealing for a lefty as well. We'll get into the bullpen piece in just a second, but we will react to this Merrill Kelly trade and give you guys our take. I am very curious to see Vortex 5's what happens when you acquire Merrill Kelly, what happens with the rest of the roster. I know they just sent, obviously, Cody Hewer to the Tigers for cash. I don't know if you saw that. Cody Hewer going to the Tigers for cash consideration. So there is a 40-man spot available. I don't really think you'd have to do anything crazy at this point. Now, on the 26-man, somebody is going to be getting sent down. I don't think you've got to get rid of anybody or DFA anybody, but you do have to send somebody down. We shall see. It is going to be a crazy end of the deadline here. By the way, on TikTok, you guys are on the phone. So if I freeze, that means I'm checking a notification. So I just want to give you guys full disclosure. If the show pauses for a second, I'm probably checking a noti. Why get another starter? B-Daddy, we're going to get into that in just a second. So let me get into it. So I really do believe that the Merrill Kelly acquisition, you can take it one of two ways. By the way, David Hagaman and Kohl Drake are getting traded to Arizona. Kohl Drake and Hagaman. That's the deal. So Kohl Drake, a guy a lot of us were pretty high on, AAA pitcher, just got promoted to AAA. Kohl Drake and David Hagaman. Likely, it says here, Jeff Wilson, likely Jack Leiter or Kumar Rocker going to be, I'm assuming, let me see here, one of those guys going to the bullpen, according to Jeff Wilson, DLLS Rangers. Jack Leiter, Kumar Rocker, one of them going to the pen. I don't think either one's going to get sent down, but one of them is going to be out of the rotation. We'll see what happens. Kohl Drake, though, the guy that is getting traded, David Hagaman, another one. We'll kind of tell y'all a little bit about Kohl Drake real quick. Kohl Drake with Round Rock, 3.10 ERA in 2025. I think with Round Rock, it's a little bit higher. The ERA in AA was elite, 2.44 for Frisco this year, but a 5.19 ERA with AAA in 3 starts with the club, 4 total appearances. So that's Kohl Drake, a guy that a lot of people liked, was on the rise. Kohl Drake, I believe, let me check this out here. Let me go to the Rangers' top prospects list. This will be good for me to pull up anyways. Kohl Drake was the number 5 prospect. So this is a pretty big deal, giving up your number 5 prospect at this point, man. Number 5 prospect. Yikes. All right. So we also have David Hagaman. Told you guys he was the other one going to the Diamondbacks in the Merrill Kelly trade. I know we still haven't gotten into why go get Merrill Kelly, and we're going to do that in just a second. David Hagaman in 2025, 8 games for Hickory, 2.82 ERA, 28 Ks in 22 innings pitched. And if you look at the top prospects, Hagaman was the number 13 prospect. So you have number 5 and number 13 prospect going to the Diamondbacks for Merrill Kelly. Now we check out Merrill Kelly, and I tell y'all why the Rangers went out and got Merrill Kelly. This year for the Diamondbacks, Merrill sporting a 3.22 ERA, 121 strikeouts and 128 innings pitched, 106 whip. This is a guy that's been there, done that. He's pitched in the World Series. He's pitched in big-time playoff games. You love to have it. This is why I like the Merrill Kelly trade. Love the Merrill Kelly trade because you have some question marks. You have a question mark with Jack Leiter. You have a question mark also with Kumar Rocker. And I think more importantly, you have a question mark with Tyler Mahle. Are we going to see Tyler Mahle come back healthy? I think this tells you a lot about what the Rangers think of those 3 guys, Mahle, Rocker, and Leiter. In my opinion, to me, the Merrill Kelly trade means the Rangers aren't quite convinced, don't quite trust Tyler Mahle, Kumar Rocker, Jack Leiter to be dependable down the stretch. I'm not saying it's a vote of no confidence in those 3, but I am saying that I feel this tells you the Rangers feel like Leiter, Rocker, Mahle are a little bit of a question mark right now. A little bit of a question mark. And so, look, I like getting Merrill Kelly. You had to give up quite a bit to get Merrill. I mean, shoot, you've had to give up your number 5 and number 13 prospect. You have got to make the postseason this year. I mean, I'm not trying to be dramatic. This isn't hot take. This isn't for clicks. You've got to make the postseason. You went and you traded your number 5 and number 13 prospect. You better make it. You better make it. You can't give up your number 5 prospect and whiff on October. So I wonder if the Rangers have more moves cooking. I really do. I love the Merrill Kelly move. I think it is definitely a big win for the Rangers. You've got to make it to October. I think they will. To be fair, I think they will. But you trade number 5, Kohl Drake. You trade David Hagaman, your number 13 prospect. Rocker not to AAA. Not to AAA, but Rocker maybe to the bullpen. Leiter or Rocker are going to the pen. When Mahle comes back, I would assume that we're going to see him potentially taking the place of either Rocker or Leiter, whichever one ends up sticking around in the rotation. We'll see what happens. Yeah, the farm is getting a little bit gutted right now, Landon. The farm is definitely getting gutted. But here's what I always said to y'all. It's win now mode. I do not care how good the farm is on Baseball America's website. I do not care that the Rangers have a top 5 farm. You're in win now mode. You've got to go and get some playoff wins. You've got to go try and get a World Series this year. You're not worried about the farm at this point. You've got 2 more years of DeGrom and Evo being elite. You've got to maximize it, period. So anybody whining about the farm, I'm not saying you were. I'm not saying you were, Silas. You've got to stop worrying about the farm. The Rangers are trying to win right now with some of the great elite pitchers that they have. In my opinion, it's the best 1-2 punch in baseball. You have got to get as much out of this team as you can. Carlos Correa, look, I know Astros fans are excited about Carlos Correa, and I'm not here to lock in on the Astros and my reaction on them right now, maybe at the end of the show. Again, not a big needle mover for me. It's more sentimental move than anything. Carlos, I don't think he's a bad player, definitely playoff tested, but I'm not shaking in my boots at Carlos Correa. And I think it's a little bit laughable for anybody that thinks that Carlos Correa is some big-time elite ball player at this stage in his career. I think he's a nice player. I don't think he's elite. I think he definitely helps the Astros, especially with Paredes going down. I can't say I'm super worried about Carlos Correa at this point. Bro has 7 bombs on the year. Look, it's not the same as what it once was. For me, yeah, not thinking that this move puts them over the top by any means. But if Astros fans want to think that, go be delusional. It's your life. But I don't think that Carlos Correa is a big-time needle mover. It's more of a sentimental move for me than anything. I'm more worried about the Mariners as well. I'd be more worried about the Mariners right now than the Astros lineup. All right, we keep rolling. We're going to try and close this one out, y'all. We got 19 minutes till the deadline, 18 minutes now. Thoughts on Kelly? Absolutely love the Merrill Kelly move. I think we gave up quite a hefty price for Merrill Kelly. I'm not going to lie. You know what it tells me? Merrill Kelly and the price we gave Kohl Drake, number 5 prospect, David Hagaman, number 13 prospect, tells me that there were some other teams trying to get him. I feel like the Rangers probably had to pony up a little bit more. There was probably a bit of a bidding war. Rangers had to give up probably a little bit of a better or 2 better prospects than what they wanted to. I mean, Merrill is an unrestricted free agent next year. This is not a guy that we have club control over in 2026. So you probably got into a little bit of a bidding war with other teams, and you had to pay a little bit of a higher price. Bratt went as well? Really? Bratt went as well, huh? Goodness. If that's true. I didn't see that. I don't know where you saw it. Bratt as well? Can we get more than one other person confirming that? Man, that's wild. I only saw the 2. We'll see if there's an update on that. Geez. Giving up Bratt as well, number 15. You definitely got into a bidding war. Makes it even more urgent. It makes it even more urgent. You have got to go deep into October if you're giving up this many top prospects, man. Kohl Drake, I think, was number 5. Yeah, he was number 5. Hagaman, 13. Mitch Bratt was 17. So you're giving up your 5, your 13, and your 17 on the top prospect list to get Merrill Kelly. It's a big-time move. You're putting it all on the table. You really are. You have got to make sure that you get to October. I mean, I think the Rangers will. I really do. But it puts a lot of pressure on the team right now. A lot of pressure. Rangers are working on getting another reliever right now. Kyle, okay, outstanding. Outstanding. Like I said, TikTok, if you guys freeze up, it's not your connection. I'm probably checking the notification. Yeah, that's big. That's big. Malcolm, appreciate the comment, man. Yeah, giving up Bratt, that's huge. You give up Bratt, you give up Kohl Drake and Hagaman. This is a big trade. The Rangers got into a bidding war. There's no way around it. They got into a bidding war. I can guarantee there were other teams in Diamondbacks, I'm sure, were doing it up as much as they possibly could, playing to both sides. I get it. Rangers got into a bidding war, giving up this much. I'm not saying it's a bad trade. Not saying it's a bad trade if you do something in October. You don't do anything in October, this is a huge loss. Huge loss. Merrill Kelly is worth it if you can win and make it into, obviously, the playoffs and go deep into October. I mean, look, I'm not saying it's World Series or bust for the trade to be worth it. You got to go deep into October. Deep into October for sure. It's win now mode. That's what I'm saying, y'all. It's win now mode. You have got to go out and get players. And now look, you're over the CBT. You're over the luxury tax threshold. It's time to go get a bat. It's time to go get a bat. You're already over the luxury tax threshold. Throw that out the window. It's time to go get a bat right now. We're tied to Quan from the Guardians. That would be phenomenal. That would be phenomenal. Fairbanks would be phenomenal. You're getting Reagan's vibes, McJowers. I do feel like it's pretty likely either Bratt. I feel like it's very likely either Bratt or Drake pops. I really do. Don't be surprised if you see Drake or if you see Bratt as a really, really good starting pitcher in Major League Baseball within the next couple of years. How am I feeling about the Astros? Feeling like they definitely got better. Let me say that. I'm not going to be one of those channels that it doesn't call it out in plain sight. The Astros definitely got better. Correa is a good player. I don't think Correa suddenly makes them World Series champions or even contenders. But I do think that he's a good player that will improve where they were yesterday. I mean, you lose Paredes, Isaac Paredes out for the season. Correa obviously fills a void there. I don't know how much of a better player Correa is or isn't compared to Isaac Paredes. I'd probably rather have Paredes at this point. That's why I'm not really too worried about the trade. He's a sentimental piece. Astros fans are going to be much more hyped about it than the rest of the league. Caleb, appreciate it. But I think objectively speaking, I don't think Correa pushes the Astros over the top in any way. It's a sentimental trade. Astros fans are going to love it. They're going to be all over it, hype it up. I just don't see it putting them over the top. I really don't. If we get Quan, look, I would be happy with any bat. Y'all heard me leading up to this deadline. I don't want a lefty bat. I still think that the Rangers would be better off getting a right-handed bat. If you're going to get Quan, I'll make an exception. I love Steven Kwan. I really do. I think you've got a lot of outfielders at this point, though. Coop, I'm with you. Welcome to the squad, Merrill Kelly. It's going to be great having Kelly. Now you've got a bona fide third starter. You've got game 1, game 2, game 3 figured out. You got Malley potentially in a game 4 or Patrick Corbin, depending on how he's pitching. We'll see. I'm excited, man. We got 12 and a half minutes to go here. 12 and a half minutes to go. Another deal coming, Eagle? All right, we're checking the phone right now. Appreciate all y'all hanging out. Hey, if you haven't hit that follow button yet, hit that follow button. We'll be back later tonight to talk Mariners, Rangers, talk more trades. But we're doing a special emergency Right on Rangers Live as we count down the minutes to the trade deadline. It's been great. It's been great. We will see what else unfolds in these final minutes. Rangers give up a ton to get Merrill Kelly. It has got to end well this season for Texas, going to get Merrill Kelly, man. It has got to end well. Whew. All right, I got my eye glued to the notifications here. Padres acquire Nestor Cortez from the Brewers. I'll just give you every trade. Let's just hang out, and we will give y'all all the trade announcements as they come through. Really, really excited about Merrill Kelly. Boston Red Sox just acquired Dustin May from the Dodgers. Red Sox were actually in on Merrill Kelly. That's what I mean. The Rangers got into a bidding war, man. They got into a bidding war, I think, with the Red Sox, maybe with another ghost team, shadow team, whatever you want to call it, little sleeper team. I'm sure there were a couple different teams jockeying for position with Merrill Kelly and the Diamondbacks organization. Red Sox probably jacked up the price on us. Otherwise, I just feel like right now it does look like a little bit of an overpay. I'm going to be honest. If you win in October, it's all worth it. Kind of like how I feel about Aroldis Chapman and Cole Reagans. It's all worth it. But if you fall flat on your face, this looks like a terrible trade. Could go down as one of the worst trades if Mitch Bratt and Kohl Drake and David Hagaman become something special. Texas, there you go, man. I just said it, but I'll repeat one more time. Again, you gave up Kohl Drake, number 5 prospect. You gave up David Hagaman, number 13 prospect in the Rangers system. You also gave up Mitch Bratt, number 17 prospect in the Rangers system as well. Awful trade if it doesn't work out. If it doesn't work out for the Rangers, it's an awful trade. I will totally agree with you on that. If they do something special in October, it was all worth it. 100% it was all worth it. Evan Grant says it will be a reliever. I would love, Kate, I saw that Robert Suárez from the Padres is available. I would love for the Rangers to go out and get a Robert Suárez. I'm hoping for Fairbanks or Suárez. Did I see Phil Maton? Phil Maton? One large scoop, 100%. By the way, bud, it's good to see you. Feels like it's been a while, man. Great to see you on the show. I think that when you've got DeGrom, Evo, Kelly, 1, 2, 3, DeGrom, Evo, Kelly, that's the best 1, 2, 3 punch in baseball. They already had the best 1, 2 punch. Don't give me Hunter Brown, Framber Valdez. Don't give me none of that crap. They're not the best 1, 2 punch. It's Evo, DeGrom, and now you make it Evo, DeGrom, Kelly. Woo! That's spicy. That's spicy. I think that the Rangers are one of the most formidable. I think they are the most formidable pitching staff, bullpen, starting pitching included in all of baseball. in all of baseball. Possible destination for Tommy Pham. Thank you. Let me see. Pat, what's good, my guy? Love you, buddy. Good to see you. Can he pitch tonight? I don't know when he last pitched. I just had Merrill Kelly up right now. He last pitched on the 26th. So it actually is his turn in the rotation. Are they about to pitch him tonight? It's been 5 days. Are they about to pitch him tonight? That would be crazy if they pitch Merrill Kelly tonight. I don't think it's going to happen. I bet it'll be Rocker. But it technically is Merrill Kelly's turn to throw, man. He last threw on July 26th. 5 days later, we're on July 31st. You would think he'll probably start tomorrow if he doesn't start tonight. That just made the weekend spectacular. We're probably going to see a Merrill Kelly debut pretty quick here. Pretty quick. I don't know who it's going to be. It might be Rocker. It might be Leiter. One of those dudes is going to the bullpen. One of those dudes is going to the pen for sure. I would love a righty outfield bat. I really would. It might be Ozuna. It very well might be Ozuna. We'll see. Yeah, I think he's going to pitch tomorrow. I'm just saying, how fun would that be, though, if he did pitch tonight? That would be crazy. If Merrill Kelly showed up to Seattle, gets off the plane, throws us 7 scoreless. Oh, that's the dream right there. That's the dream. Seriously. Appreciate all y'all hanging out, man. This is fun. Little Right on Rangers emergency live here as we count down the minutes to the trade deadline. We are at 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Bednar did get moved. He went to the Yankees. Yankees definitely overpaid. According to baseball trade values, it was an overpay. Phil Maton getting close to being acquired. Ken Rosenthal. Don't care if I'm saying the name wrong. I think we went over this. Phil Maton, however you say it, getting close to being acquired by the Rangers. So another bullpen piece here. Let's see how Phil is doing right now this year. That's kind of funny. Phil being the guy that, injured Josh Young and killed his season last year? Philly, baby. That's kind of funny. I'm right on that, aren't I? My memory's not failing me. By tonight, it might. Oh, my gosh. That is crazy. Maton. Phil Maton. Maton. I don't know. Whatever. I'll get it right eventually. So, yeah, Maton. Phil Maton. He is a 2.35 ERA this year. So, Phil Maton, a 2.35 ERA, 1.2 WAR, 48 Ks in 38 innings. I think we can forgive Phil if he ends up doing something special for us in October. Let's see what we gave up for him. Let me know, y'all. It's hard on the live. If you can possibly let me know who they gave up when the Phil Maton news comes, let me know. But right now, Ken Rosenthal reporting that the Rangers are close to acquiring Phil Maton, former Houston Astro. Here we go. Here we go, man. Hey, and some of y'all thought we weren't going to be making any moves. Look, there were some people in the Discord. I love all of y'all. You got to know that. There were some people in the Discord that thought we weren't making any moves today. I told y'all it was a lot of lobbying. It was a lot of jockeying by CY. CY, of course, is going to come out and say we're good because that's what everybody was telling me. CY says we're good. CY says no external moves. Nobody outside the organization can make us better. It was total bogus. It was total bogus. Seriously, he was just saying that so other teams did not view the Rangers as desperate at the deadline. It's total lobbying by CY. Great job politicking, man. They are freaking all in, though, right now. You cannot deny. Nobody better get on and turn their nose up at Merrill Kelly or Phil Maton. Look, none of that. This is an all-in move. You are putting all your chips at the center. I've been saying the Rangers should do this. Now, if we could get one more right-handed bat, it feels like you might as well go get the right-handed bat. You might as well go get it right now. You got 4.5 minutes. Go get you that right-handed bat right now. You're already over the CBT. That's out the window. You're already over the luxury tax threshold. All right, let's see. Rays trade Jose Caballero to the Yankees. The Yankees are also going to be acquiring Adrian Hauser, former Ranger. Oh, my gosh. Thoughts on Jock? He's going to end up probably getting DFA'd here in a second. Phil Maton. No word on who he gave up yet on Phil. Let me know whenever we get a notification. I'm checking. Rays are acquiring Adrian Hauser. My bad. I said Yankees. Rays are going to be acquiring Hauser. Passing confirmed it. There we go. So, Danny Coulombe. Really, really good. 1.16 ERA, .97 whip. We get him from the Twins. We gave up Garrett Horn, a guy who we drafted in the 6th round a couple drafts ago. And look, coming off Tommy John surgery was Garrett Horn, having a pretty good year at Hickory. Now we get a lefty that has been really good. I don't know how much you know about Danny Coulombe, but Danny Coulombe, he is absolutely lights out against righties. Danny Coulombe has been lights out. 164 batting average against righties. This isn't some lefty specialist. Right now. Danny Coulombe is a guy that can pitch to either side of the plate. I don't feel like you had to give up a ton. I did like Garrett Horn, kind of one of those classic guys that the Rangers got a good deal on. Like, the Rangers got a really good deal on Garrett Horn, getting him in the 6th round, coming off of Tommy John surgery. Rangers like to do that. They love the former Tommy John guys. It is a strategy, right? It's absolutely a strategy to buy low on guys that are coming off Tommy John surgery. But Garrett Horn goes to Minnesota for Danny Coulombe. I think that is a great addition. You've got Phil Maton. This bullpen was already one of the best in baseball. There's no question this bullpen is the best bullpen in baseball. Best bullpen in baseball right now. Do not work for the Rangers. Maybe one day. Or maybe this thing just gets so big that we just keep on keeping on like this. All right, we keep going. No batters yet. Caden, Discord link is for paid subscribers and paid members on TikTok and YouTube. Literally, bro, the only thing that I monetize on the channel. So you want to become a member of the Discord? If you're on TikTok, hit that subscribe button. It's $2.99 a month. It's about the only thing I monetize on the channel. Everything else is free and will be free for the foreseeable future. If you're on YouTube, by the way, you want to get in the Discord, which is about to be straight fire after all these moves that we've made. Like, seriously, I'm going to drop the link to the Discord, to the membership on YouTube. Well, totally optional. Look, I love y'all and the support that you give me through likes, shares, follows, all that good stuff, right? But I appreciate all y'all. The gifts, man, I appreciate the generosity, my guy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cards fan here, Maton is a great ad. Maton is a great ad for sure. There's no denying it. No denying it right now. Yes, sir. DJ, appreciate you, my guy. No word on who we gave up for Maton. We got 30 seconds to the deadline right now. We want the merch. The Right on Rangers merch, man. I actually have been working on some mock-ups. Look, I don't want to be so arrogant to think that if I make a bunch of merch, you guys are going to buy it. But just for myself, because I'd like to have like a hat for myself. I love hats. Y'all already know. Love hats. Just to get like something for myself. I've been working on a couple of pretty sweet designs for some cool hats and shirts. Nothing crazy. But that would be awesome. That's the next step for sure. CY, baby. Y'all really want the Right on Rangers merch? Are you serious? Don't flatter me. Don't flatter me. Look, I'm not trying to get some big head with this, but that would be pretty sweet if y'all actually wanted some Right on Rangers merch. That'd be sweet. Let's see. Yankees are getting Camilo Doval. Adolis Garcia, I thought you were getting traded, my guy. I thought you were getting traded. Adolis Garcia, lover, appreciate the roses, man. Wasn't that a scare? We didn't even talk about that. I thought Dolly was gone. And that guy that reported the Dolly news, he actually was like a legit dude that Jeff Passan was like, hey, Mike Deportes confirms. Like, that guy was actually like a legit dude that reported that. Doval to the Yanks, though, from the Giants right now. Look, we still could get a trade coming in here. Even though it's 3 o'clock, we could still get a trade. You know how it goes. There's a few minutes. That will pass here. The league may be looking over the paperwork right now, so hang out. 251 people. I just want to say thank you to everybody on TikTok. We got a huge crowd, YouTube and X as well. This is probably one of my biggest baseball lives that I've ever done. We got pretty huge during college football, during that Texas-Ohio State game, which unfortunately did not go the Longhorns' way. But this is probably the biggest live we've ever done with baseball on the agenda. This is awesome. Y'all are great. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is sweet. Glad we did this today. I didn't know if I was going to do this, but I said, no, it's the trade deadline. I cover baseball for a living. I think we better get on and do a live. We'll be on later tonight as well. After the Rangers game, maybe in the 8th or 9th inning. So come on back later tonight. We're still going to be going for a little while right now. Guardians are not trading Steven Kwan. Just got a notification. Tampa Bay Rays are acquiring Griffin Jax. Rays are buying right now. Griffin Jax, pitcher from the Twins. He was one of the relievers along with Duran that was available. So you've got Griffin Jax going to the Rays at this point. Wow. Charlie Morton is going to the Tigers. This is wild, man. I love this right now. The Rangers literally waited to the final hour to do everything. I told some of y'all. All my boys in the Discord, I told all of y'all. I was like, it doesn't matter, man. They make deals at the last second for a reason. Adolis Garcia Lover, my guy, thank you so much. Blue Jays acquiring Lewis Varland from the Twins. Oh, it's all coming in right now. It is all. Come on, give me that right-handed bat. What are we doing here? Give me that right-handed bat right now. Inject the right-handed bat news into my veins, please. Come on, baby. Oh, I'm so hoping right now, y'all. We got to get that right-handed bat. You went all in on pitching. Tell me you got a bat. Come on, baby. Tell me you got a bat. Twins unloaded. They did. Look, I'm hype as it is. I am too. Roel, my guy, thank you so much for the comment. I'm hype right now, 100%. The bullpen just became levels elite right now. Multiple levels of elite. The bullpen was already elite. Now we're multiple levels ahead. Discord, by the way, a couple of y'all are asking about it again. Only thing that I monetize at this point on the channel. You just have to become a paid subscriber on TikTok or on YouTube. I'll keep dropping the link for YouTube and X. Copy and paste it. Join, and we'll get you in the Discord right away. Same thing. If you become a paid subscriber on TikTok, we'll get you in the Discord right away, right after the show. It'll be great. Thanks for considering it. If not, you always get these lives for free. Pretty much everything on my channel is always going to be free. Plan to keep it that way. All right, let's keep going. The merch, man. Y'all are killing me. I love y'all. I'm definitely gonna get my butt in gear with the merch. The Galaxy. Adolis Garcia Lover, you got to be kidding me today, bro. What's gotten into you? This generosity, man. Blowing me away. Thank you so much. That means a ton. Thank you so much. Seriously. Appreciate all y'all. Look, no bat yet. No bat news yet. Rangers have acquired Danny Coulombe. Rangers have acquired Merrill Kelly. Rangers have acquired, of course, former Astro. Maybe some mixed feelings, but an elite pitcher nonetheless, Phil Maton. I really want to see the Maton news. I want to see who did we give up for Maton. That's what I want to see right now. Phil Maton having a killer season right now. He's not washed right now. He's absolutely not washed. Phil Maton is having an outstanding year. Phil Maton is a half-season rental, though. Both these guys, I think everybody that we've acquired is a half-season rental. Should we trade Garcia? Well, at this point, the trade better be in. The trade better be in at this point if you are trading him, but I don't think they're going to. I don't think so. I think everything is going to be done by about 5:15 Texas time. I think 5:15 Texas time, it'll probably be done. Shoot. Yankees went crazy. Astros went crazy. Did the Astros get Cease? It said that they were in heavy talks with Cease. I didn't think I saw Astros got Cease. Astros went crazy at the deadline. I love what we did. Eagle Run, are you kidding me? With the sub, brother. You are kidding me, man. My guy, thank you so much. Hey, Eagle, please send me an email. I'm going to type my email in the chat for you since there's no DM on YouTube. But email me at that address, austin@rightonrangers.com. I'll get you into the Discord right after the show, my guy, okay? Thank you so much for the support. You're the man. Thank you. Means a lot. I'll try to get the merch, man. Y'all have got me kicked in the butt plenty of times here. I'll get that merch going. Hey, I'm excited. I've already got some ideas with hats and shirts. I just honestly, I needed the extra motivation from you guys. I didn't want to drop a bunch of merch that nobody wanted. Merrill Kelly, Danny Coulombe, and Phil Maton for the pitching staff. Hang on one sec. Yeah, they made the best staff in baseball better is what Evan Grant says. It's well said. They have made the best staff in baseball better. No doubt. Absolutely no doubt on that. Yep. I would love to get that bat notification. Y'all, I don't know if we're going to get it. It feels like it's getting late. All right. Twins are getting Taj Bradley. Okay. Twins are getting Taj Bradley. Red Sox got May. I saw that. This is so much fun, man. What a great time to be alive. Trade deadline when your team is buying. You can't beat it, man. You really can't beat it. Love it. I'm anxious to see who we gave up for Maton. It's fun. Like the past few years, I've really gotten into the farm system and the different guys, getting to know them and keeping up with their numbers as well, watching the highlights. It's been fun. I can't say growing up that I was a big minor league baseball follower, but ever since I started doing this for a living a couple years ago, I said, I got to get my nose in the farm system and start really looking at some of these dudes. It just makes you a lot more knowledgeable about the franchise as a whole. I don't know everything. Don't get me wrong. Here we go. Mason Molina, Skylar Hales, and $250,000 in slot money for Phil Maton. There you go. By the way, if you're curious, let me see here. I'm on the Rangers top prospect list. Let's see. What do we got? Molina was the number 27 prospect and Hales was 28. So we traded our 27th and 28th prospects on our, at least MLB.com top prospect list. Number 27, Mason Molina, a former Arkansas Razorback, and number 28, Skylar Hales. Traded both of those guys plus $250K in international slot money for Phil Maton, half-season rental. That, I think, is pretty good value. You're not giving up your top boys. 27 and 28, you can live with that. You can live with 27 and 28 for Phil Maton, 100%. Not a terrible trade for a rental, Pat. I totally agree with you. That's not a terrible trade. The Merrill Kelly deal feels like a big-time overpay right now. We got to see what the Rangers end up doing with it before we can say if that trade was bad or not. I don't think you can say the Merrill Kelly trade is bad until you see how the Rangers end up this season. If the Rangers flame out in the first round, it's a bad trade. If they flame out in the divisional round, it's a bad trade. If they flame out in the ALCS, I still think it probably borders on bad trade. If they make it to the World Series, it's getting a little bit closer. I think unless you win a World Series, this is not going to be viewed as a good trade. If you win a World Series, it instantly becomes a good trade. What happens to Kumar Rocker? I think Rocker's going to start tonight, and then I think the Rangers will evaluate who do we move to the pen. Is it Jack Leiter or is it Kumar Rocker? So Rocker might be pitching for his spot in the rotation tonight. I think he very well may be pitching for his spot in the rotation. We'll see what happens. I absolutely think that is on the line tonight. We will see if Kumar Rocker is up for the task. I think if he pitches lights out, shut down, it may be Leiter going to the pen. It may be Leiter. I think those two are going to be the ones that are on the chopping block for the rotation. I don't think either one is getting demoted. I think Rocker and Leiter will both stay up with the big league club, but one of them is getting kicked out. You're not going to kick out Patrick Corbin. Bro has been consistent as all get out. You've got Malley coming back. It's got to be one of those guys. Got to be one of those guys. Who did we give for Kelly? Kohl Drake, David Hagaman, and then you also gave up Mitch Bratt. So you gave up your 5th, your 13th, and your 17th prospect. Yep, we took Kelly. We got Merrill Kelly. Merrill Kelly is a guy from afar that I have admired. When he shut us down in Game 2 of the World Series, I mean, I just thought to myself, this dude is just a gamer. Like, he doesn't wow you. Like, there's not, like, crazy, bend on the off speed. It's not 101, 102. Dude's just a gamer. That's what I love about him. Drake does hurt Big Tex. I really like Drake for sure. Adolis did not get traded. There was a report that came out a few hours ago that he was traded to the Mets. That was confirmed to be false. I'm a little surprised we have not got a bat notification. I was convinced we were getting a righty bat. Convinced. Malley, I don't think is going to be back until mid-August. I think mid-August or late August on Malley. I really do. Red Sox gave up Tibbs for May. Wow. The Twins did go full-blown sell. They really did. Let's see. Fairbanks and Diaz are not getting traded. Fairbanks and Diaz are not getting traded. So no Fairbanks, no Diaz. I didn't think we were going to get Fairbanks after getting Maton. But you have Diaz staying put. Diaz was hit by a pitch today. Wasn't that wild? Did y'all see that? Yandy Diaz was hit by a pitch today. The Rays played an early game. Had to go get x-rays. I think that they came out clean. But how wild is that? On trade deadline day, Yandy Diaz gets hit by a pitch. Wild times, y'all. Real wild times. I don't think that Spores is going to close, Pat. I mean, maybe, but bro was sitting like 92, 93 in his rehab start. I don't know if that's a guy you want locking down the ninth. I think they're going to stick with Garcia in the closer spot. I don't think Maton, I don't think Coulombe is going to be taken over. I think Robert Garcia, Sean Armstrong are probably going to continue to be the guys in the closer role. Astros are back to their cheating ways with Correa. Look, Carlos Correa, it's a sentimental move for the Astros, but it doesn't put them over the top. It does not make them World Series contenders instantly. Correa, at this point in his career, is a nice player. He's not an elite player. I'm not super jacked on the Correa deal. Astros fans are going to be way more excited about it, I think, than anybody else. Bang that trash can, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rangers get a B+. Okay. I totally think people spoke too soon. Look, everybody was getting frustrated. The Mariners were making moves. The Astros were making moves. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was frustrated. I wanted to see moves get made, but I did tell everybody, y'all can back me up. Everybody that's in the Discord, back me up. I did say, I don't think CY's doing nothing. Clearly, he is waiting till the end of the deadline to try and get the best deals. Adolis Garcia, love, appreciate the gifts, man. You're on fire today. Love it, man. Thank you. Thank you. I said CY is waiting. CY is biding his time. He is waiting to make a big deal. And he's made some big ones. The Merrill Kelly deal is huge. I don't think we can underscore that enough. The Merrill Kelly deal is freaking huge. You gave up 3 of your top 17 prospects for Merrill Kelly, who's a half-season rental. That's a big deal. It's a big trade, man. I mean, that is chips all in the middle of that table. All in the middle. Yeah, it is kind of wild to me, too. I thought for sure Heendog was getting traded. I thought IKF was going to get traded. I am a little bit bewildered as to why they did not deal any of those guys. We'll see. When the deadline ends, as long as you get the paperwork for the trade in before 5 o'clock or before 6 o'clock Eastern, you're good. So the league could be processing trades right now. As long as the Rangers got the paperwork, made the phone call before 3 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock, a lot of your guys' time, they will process it. We'll see what happens. Jock and Rowdy both in the lineup tonight, according to Jeff Wilson, DLLS. So Jock, I was a little surprised at. Rowdy, though, I kind of thought the Rangers would give Rowdy an opportunity. Out-of-state Rangers fan, grew up in Arlington, lived there for many years, moved to Vegas about 15 years ago. Been out in Vegas really ever since got done with college, but went to Arlington High, grew up in Arlington. So definitely a lifelong Rangers fan, but yes, a transplant at this point. Sound is messing up. Are we good on sound, TikTok? You let me know. Are we good on sound? I did freak out with the Adolis trade. I did freak out. Echoing a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a connection thing, but okay. Sound has been good. Sean, thank you. I know that y'all probably hear my swamp cooler in the back. I think I've told y'all it's very humble beginnings here at Right on Rangers. This is all out of my garage, and I think y'all might know a little bit about summer weather in Las Vegas. So you'll have to excuse the swamp cooler running in the background if y'all hear it. That's all right. I kind of like it. Keeps us humble here, man. It really does. But it's been a godsend because I got 2 little kids, and they would not be quiet for anything while I do these podcasts if I didn't have this garage space. Walcott, let me see. Walcott, yeah, I see a couple people talking about were the Rangers. I think I got a question on TikTok way back about Walcott. Was he ever maybe an option to be traded? I don't think so. I thought he was pretty much truly untouchable coming out of the trade deadline news that I had heard. Yeah, Walcott, I think, was pretty much untouchable. I don't think he was ever going to be offered by the Rangers anywhere. All right. B. Deddy, I sure hope Jocktober is coming. I sure hope so. I sure hope. If it does, like, this team's winning the World Series. If Jock Peterson figures out how to hit again, I really do feel like this team is a 100% legit World Series contending team. I think we're pretty much good, y'all. I don't think there's any more trades. I don't think so. So I don't think we got a bat. I think we're done. Right now, it is 3:18. 3:18 out in Vegas. I think we're done. The Twins are taking on $33 million of Carlos Correa's contract as a part of that trade. Jeez. Did the Astros have a farm system left? Like, seriously, do they have a farm system left? I mean, I know we can't talk, but it feels like back-to-back years the Astros have, like, gutted the farm. Do they even have a system left, man? You can. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Let's go, Eddie. Let's go. Jack, appreciate the follow, my guy. Duran, DFA, call up Freeman. They do need to get Cody Freeman's butt back up to the big leagues, 100%. 100%. All right. What else we got? That was a lot of fun. Y'all let me know what you think. Let me know what you think right now. DeGrom, Evo, Kelly, Malley is elite. It is elite. Hang on one sec, TikTok. All right, we back. All right. Duran should have been moved. Which one? Sorry about that, y'all. Had to check notifications real quick. Let's see. We could still potentially get somebody when they do the waivers and all that. You know, remember how Verlander went to the Astros, 5-6 years ago after the deadline? Like, you could still do stuff like that. But looks like for right now, no bat. No offensive help. Prediction for tonight? I don't even know. Like, a part of me really, really wants to say big win for the Rangers tonight, but it's only because I'm feeling really, really good about who the Rangers got at this deadline. I don't even know if I could give you an objective prediction for tonight. Tonight's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game. Potentially, there might be some bats available when you think about waivers and the waiver deadline that I think is in a month, right? I forget the next day, or the next deadline that comes up with all the waiver deals and all that kind of stuff. We'll see what happens. We will see. Rangers sweep the M's? That would be phenomenal. That would be impressive, too. That would be a 4-game sweep. Be really impressive. Higgy should take over the DH spot. He's probably going to. He's probably going to at this point. What grade would I give? I'm going to give a B for right now. The Merrill Kelly deal, you gave up a lot, but if you win it all, you win a World Series, it was a great trade. I agree. I would say we probably needed a bat, but we are going to have to make do with what we got. Call up Cody Freeman. Dude's like 9 for his last 14 at AAA. There's your bat. Call up Cody Freeman. I don't know. They got to get creative at this point. Happy about Suárez. I would be too. If you're a Mariners fan, I think you got to love the Eugenio Suárez deal. Bro's legit. You got to love the Suárez deal. Yeah, Eugenio, so it was crazy. They actually, the Diamondbacks, I think, were going to Sacramento, and the Mariners were leaving Sacramento, and they hadn't taken off yet. So Eugenio lands in Sacramento, and he basically gets traded and then hops on the Mariners plane back home to Seattle. That's a pretty wild story. So he's going to be in the lineup tonight. I kind of figured he would probably be in the line quickly. All right, we keep going. Could have got Marcell Ozuna. Possibly. No, I heard pretty official news that he was on the Mariners charter. They made kind of a big deal about it, Caden. So I don't know. That was like some pretty big time reporters that were reporting that. Keep going. Padres won the deadline. I mean, they absolutely went all in themselves. They got Laureano. The Padres got O'Hearn. Padres were cooking, man. They really were. Padres were absolutely cooking. All right. I think we're done. With the trade deadline, at least. Rangers, let's recap it. Rangers started off with Danny Coulombe from Minnesota. Lefty, has a 164 batting average against for righties. So this isn't just a lefty specialist. By the way, this guy has an ERA a little over 1, a whip that is 0.97 currently. I believe the ERA is 1.16 for Danny Coulombe. This is a great pitcher. Rangers gave up Garrett Horn to get Danny Coulombe. Garrett Horn was not on the top 30 prospect list. I'm going to double check on that. I don't believe he was. Nope, Horn was not on the top 30 prospect list. Rangers then traded for Merrill Kelly. That one was a big trade. They had to trade, again, Kohl Drake. They also had to trade David Hagaman. Mitch Bratt actually right now is the number 9 prospect. He moved up. They just moved him up. So you gave up Drake, Bratt, and Hagaman. So this is your 5th prospect, your 9th prospect. My bad. I said 17. Drake just like 2 weeks ago was 17. He's number 9 now. So it's 5, 9, and 13. That's crazy. And then the final move, Phil Maton. You give up your number 27 and 28 prospects, Mason Molina, Skylar Hales, $250,000 in international slot money. Yeah, Maton, appreciate that, Mavs. Maton, I'm really excited about. I think he is going to be a stud for us. So you got a righty, you got a lefty in the pen. Chris Martin, hopefully, is going to come back and give us some healthy innings. I think that's a big reason why the Rangers did this, right? You want to go out And you want to make sure that injuries do not prevent you from achieving your ultimate goal. So I think this is kind of a little bit of a bet that you might need some help. There might not be the depth that you expected, the health that you expected from some of the guys that were going to be contributors this year. Martin obviously has been up and down with health. I think that this is kind of a signal on Josh Sborz. A lot of people were kind of throwing out, hey, Sborz and Gray are coming back. They don't really need to go crazy at the deadline. I think kind of like what I said about Merrill Kelly, right? The Merrill Kelly trade tells you they don't quite have full confidence after DeGrom and Evo. I don't think they have full confidence that Malley is going to be healthy all the way down the stretch. I don't think they have full confidence that Jack Leiter and Kumar Rocker are going to be reliable in October. And similarly, I think that these bullpen moves, these two moves for Coulombe and also for Phil Maton, it tells you that the Rangers doubt that Sborz, they doubt that maybe Chris Martin are going to be consistent, or at least consistent enough to allow you to make a deep October run or to win a World Series. That is my takeaway from all these trades. Appreciate the follow, by the way. Thank you so much. Salvador means a lot. Thank you. Josh Young not in the lineup. I don't think that Josh Young not being in the lineup says a whole lot. I think he has been going since the recall, probably just giving him a little night off. You think about it, Thursday, typical day off. I mean, there's only 6 teams playing today, and the Rangers are one of them. It's only 6 teams playing today, y'all. That's crazy. Right now, I'm going to give the Rangers a B for the deadline. I think they gave up a lot for Merrill Kelly. If it all works out and they win a World Series, it becomes an A, obviously. I mean, if you win a World Series, you instantly get an A at the deadline. I'm going to go B. I don't think Kelly is going to pitch tonight. I think he'll probably pitch tomorrow. Looking at Kelly's last start, Merrill Kelly's last start was on July 26th. It's July 31st, 5 days later. He probably would have pitched tonight for the Diamondbacks. So I thought maybe there'd be an outside chance, but look, I think it'll be tomorrow. I think he makes his debut tomorrow. Kirby's either going to dominate or sell. Kirby is elite against Texas. Go look up George Kirby splits against the Rangers. And look, you're not going to have a great feeling if you're a Texas fan. You're not going to have an awesome feeling. Kirby has like a sub 150 ERA in his career against Texas. Dalton, appreciate the follow, man. Yeah, look, if this can happen, I agree with you. Look out. I think the Rangers bullpen is the best in baseball. I think they have the best pitching staff in baseball. Best pitching staff by far. Yes, Maton Dan was the one that hit Josh Young on the wrist. Pitched for the Astros formerly, pitched for the Rays. Now he's pitching for the Cardinals. So hopefully maybe they'll have to mend some fences there. I don't know if there's any bad blood or not. Obviously, the Rangers fans for a while, and even probably up to this day, did not love Phil Maton knocking out Josh Young last year when Josh Young was hitting like 430 to start the season. Yeah, I'll be okay missing Brian Wu. Did he just pitch last night? I'm a little surprised, actually, that Brian Wu isn't going to be playing us in this 4-game set. He must have just pitched last night. Let's check this out, by the way. So tonight we see Kirby. Tomorrow, just keep an eye on my phone just in case we get like one final notification. Tomorrow is Gilbert, and Jack Leiter is scheduled to pitch. Saturday is DeGrom Day. Castillo is scheduled to pitch for the Mariners. Sunday, we've got Corbin going against Evans. So we did miss Wu. Matt, I'm with you. No bat is kind of crazy. Big Lake Channel, appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. No bat is kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy right now. I haven't seen the lineup. Let me look up the lineup right now, y'all. I've seen like random notifications like Josh Young's out. Higgy's in. Peterson's playing. Rowdy Tellez, but I haven't seen like the whole lineup. So give me a second here. Let me look this up. I think if I had to guess, I think Merrill Kelly probably takes Leiter's spot tomorrow. And either they totally skip Leiter in the rotation and move him to the pen, or they kind of make a decision a little bit later on. Maybe they see how Rocker pitches tonight. Seattle, no lineup yet, but it's Smith, Seager, Simeon, Garcia, Carter, Langford, Peterson, Tellez, Higgy. Okay. Let me see the matchups here one more time. We did this on the show last night. So we've got Smith with a pretty good average, 286 and 14 at bats. Josh Smith against Kirby. Carter, 1 for 2. Marcus Simeon does have a home run off Kirby, but a 125 average and 24 ABs. Corey Seager is abysmal against Kirby, and Corey Seager does not play very well in Seattle. We'll see how this lineup goes, y'all. I can't say I feel like super confident book this win, but you know what? Baseball is a crazy game sometimes. I did not weigh in, Mike, on Young being sat already. What I would say is I think it's a routine day off for the guy. He played almost every day in Round Rock, got called up, been playing ever since then. I think it's probably routine day off. I was surprised, Dan, to see Rowdy and Jock in the same lineup. I agree with you there. Cripple King, that would have been nice. I would have loved to see Merrill Kelly starting tonight. But look, you've got Rocker and Leiter going back-to-back. He wasn't going to be able to replace both of them. So you get Rocker tonight, where he made his major league debut against Seattle. And it was a great debut. So look, in this ballpark, maybe the good mojo from the debut last year is going to carry over. Rocker has been pretty solid over the past month and a half. He really has been. I don't think he's going to go Saturday. One large scoop. I think DeGrom is Saturday, and they have really not, they've been really resistant to throwing off DeGrom's schedule. If anybody's going to get thrown off, I think it's going to be Jack Leiter. I don't think they're going to mess around with DeGrom's pitching schedule. Maybe, but the fact that they've already announced DeGrom for Saturday, I feel like now they're definitely not moving him. We'll see. Ryan, yeah, and it's all thanks to you guys. I appreciate the kind words, my guy. It's all thanks to you guys. Somebody was just commenting on TikTok. I got 10,000 likes on the show today. Look, that's all thanks to you guys. You guys have been a big reason why this channel has grown. Obviously, I love making content. Would like to think that I'm pretty decent at it, but if you guys weren't supporting the show, this channel wouldn't be growing. So I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate all the likes, the comments, the shares, the follows. A bunch of people have followed on the show today. We've had a number of people be generous with the gifts. We've had people subscribe. Eagle, my boy, thank you so much. We've had, a number of other people just continue night in and night out to show up, even when it's hard. We've seen some bad losses together. We've seen some amazing wins together here on the show. I'm glad that there's some Rangers fans out there. Rain or shine, win or loss, they show up. And that's how I've always been. And that's what I love about a lot of y'all. Yeah, you're not just here after a win. You're here after an L2. That's being a fan, man. That's being a fanatic right there. Look, Rocker, Leiter, it's going to be between one of those two guys who's getting moved to the pen. So you can't tell me Rock doesn't have a little extra motivation. I would like to think that Rock is coming out tonight with a little bit of a fire underneath him. You know, we just acquired Merrill Kelly. One of us is on the chopping block. One of us is getting the heave-ho to the pen. I would love to think that Rock is going to come out tonight and he is going to have a little bit of a renewed fire and spirit about him out on that mound, pitching for his job, for his spot in the rotation. 6-man is definitely an option, Evan, but we talked about this before the season started. I just have a feeling that they're not going to go 6-man. See why? And basically, I think came out and said in an interview in spring training they don't want to go 6-man. But I have kind of heard that it's maybe a little bit more feasible. They've been kicking around a little bit now that the season's underway. We'll see what they decide to do. Carlos Correa back to the Astros. It's a nice sentimental move for Houston. Don't get me wrong. Carlos Correa back to the Astros. Correa is still a good player in this league. I don't think it does anything crazy for Houston's World Series chances, but Carlos Correa, I know a lot of Houston fans are going to be excited about that, no doubt. No doubt, no doubt. Astros get an F. Well, that is the default answer if you're a Rangers fan. What grade did the Astros get at the deadline? Big old F, man. Big old F. Look, I joked. Did the Astros have a farm system left? I know we gave up a lot in our farm system. Do the Astros have a farm system left at this point? Like, seriously. Back-to-back years, it feels like they have just gutted the farm. They traded for Kikuchi from the Blue Jays last year. Felt like they gave up a bunch in that trade. I don't know. I do hope for a great series as well. I think it's still going to be Garcia or Armstrong for the closer, Cade. I think it's still going to be Garcia or Armstrong. Yep. Hey, Suárez for Seattle. We'll be seeing him tonight. Let's check out Eugenio Suárez. And let's see what the numbers are, what the splits are against the Rangers, just for fun. Career splits don't always tell you everything, but I think there's something to be said as a guy that's played the game and played it for a while. There's something to be said when you see that uniform. You do sometimes just feel really comfortable. Doesn't matter who's throwing. You see Rangers, you're like, man, I've raked against these guys. I'm good. So let me see what the career splits are for Suárez against the Rangers. Let's see if I can get this figured out here. All right, so against the Rangers in his career, he has got an 836 OPS. Yikes. 250 average. He has hit a grand total of 8 bombs, 31 RBI. So batting 250 with an 836 OPS against Texas. That's pretty good. To put it in perspective, top 10. Top 10. I thought it was going to be a little higher. That just shows you how good this guy is. And he rakes against the Boston Red Sox. We're talking about Eugenio Suárez, new third baseman for the Mariners. 1058 OPS against the Red Sox does Suárez have. All right, we keep rolling. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the comments, man. We're rolling. Bunch of y'all have followed. Thank you, thank you. Hope Maton does well for y'all. He's from where I'm from. Hey, thank you, Dylan. Appreciate the comment. Should be good. Should be good stuff. I'm excited about Maton. I really am. All right, we keep rolling. Let me check on YouTube and all that good stuff. Mike, don't worry, man. Don't worry. I appreciate you, man. No, don't even worry about it. Look, I understand. There are times you guys got to know. I mean, as much as I'd love for this to be my full-time gig, this is right now a secondary job for me. And it's hard some days for me. I'm grinding right now, trying to keep up with all these lives, especially during trade deadline season. But, Mike, don't ever worry about it, man. Love seeing you when you're on the show. And when you pop up in the comments, man, come do as much as you can. I totally understand, though. Rangers get a C+. Again, you got to see how this plays out. You got to see how this one plays out. Do I like the Rangers deals? Yes, I do. I think you gave up a lot to get Merrill Kelly. But by and large, yes. I do love the fact that we got a really, really good number 3 starter at this point for us. Merrill Kelly, dude's going to be a 1 or a 2, depending on the team. But for us, DeGrom, Evo, and then Merrill Kelly. You got to love your chances in October. You do not want to face this team in the playoffs. You really don't. 44. We're going double time. We'll be on later tonight after the game. It's going to be a busy day for us here at Ride on Rangers. We're doing double time. I don't think they're going to regret getting a big-time closer. I think they've got enough good pieces. They're going to make it work. I think they're going to roll with Robert Garcia, maybe a little Sean Armstrong. I think that they will be okay with who they have. Of course, Chris Martin coming back, another late innings guy. So, no, I don't think that they're going to regret not getting like the typical big-name closer. Would that have been nice? Sure. But I don't think they're going to regret it. I really don't. I think Higgy is going to take over the DH spot. Like, I really do. I think he is going to take over the DH spot. For sure. We keep rolling. Not getting a good bat. I am a little bit surprised that the Rangers went so all in on pitching. And then you went over the luxury tax threshold and you didn't go get a bat. I am a little bit surprised. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Spores really, I mean, people do kind of forget that. Jay Moore, appreciate you. A lot of people kind of forget Josh Spores wasn't like the closer in 2023. He was the guy that got the last out for us in the World Series. Bro wasn't really a closer. And look, he's not throwing super hard right now on his rehab assignment for Round Rock. I think he topped out at like 92 the other night. Maybe he's increased the velo a little bit over his last couple of outings, but yeah, I don't think Josh Spores is going to be your closer. Yeah, no bat. I'm a little concerned. You could still pick up a bat once all the waivers and everything like that happens, but it's a little bit disappointing we didn't go get a bat. I thought for sure they're going all in on pitching. They're going over the luxury tax threshold. They are going to go get a bat. I'm surprised. From what I'm hearing, Arizona's keeping us under in the Merrill deal. We'll see. Montgomery to the Brewers, yeah, but he's not even playing because of Tommy John, right? So I think that was just a salary dump throw-in. No Quan is sad, yeah. No Taylor Ward. I'm bummed about that. Hey, J-Rock Jason, what's good, man? Thank you for hanging out. Hit that follow button if you haven't already. We talk Rangers here every night, every game. We'll be back later tonight. It's good stuff, man. Appreciate you hanging out. ERG, appreciate the follow. Rangers logo tattooed on me. I am going to get a Rangers tat at some point. I've got a few. I'm getting one. My little boy and I, my little guy is like 5 years old, by the way. We joke all the time with my wife. We're going to get matching Rangers tats at some point. We'll see. We'll see. It'll probably be a while before that happens, but I'm definitely going to get one at some point. Absolutely. Have we traded for anyone? Dude, where have you been? Yes. I'm just giving you a hard time. We traded for 3 different pitchers, man. Danny Coulombe, Merrill Kelly, Phil Maton. It's good stuff, man. We did need a bat. We really did. We definitely needed a bat. I am only going to just keep hoping that we have some guys right now that are not doing so well. Jock Peterson. I hope we get some dudes turning it around. Or you bring up Cody Freeman, who is one of the hottest hitters in the minor leagues right now for Texas. One of those two. Mike, we totally should. My little guy would love it. I need to get online and order one of those. Mike, that is a gold idea, dude. I don't even know why I haven't thought of that. That is a straight up gold idea. I will 100% get that done. Maybe I'll post that, have some fun, man. We totally should. We joke about it all the time, just to rile up my wife a little bit. She's not a big tattoo fan. I've got some tattoos you guys have probably seen on my arm and stuff like that. I've got a bunch that aren't visible as well. But, yeah, we always will give my wife a hard time and joke about going to get tattoos one day. Hey, even when it's not post game, we still get the big dumper comp, man. I'm always gonna highlight that. That's like, for all of y'all that are brand new, the Cal Raleigh comp is like a staple in the show at this point. We've just come to embrace it. So as I always say, you know what I'm gonna say if you've been watching the show for a while. Keep comparing me to millionaires and MVP candidates. Keep comparing me, please. That's the goal one day. Millionaire would be great. Look, it's really not something that I started out trying to become starting this show. If it happens one day, I would love it. Keep comparing. I love it. Not a bad guy to be compared to, in all honesty. We keep going. Let's see, what do we got? Have I been to any games this year? Yes, I went to the Padres series. We went and we saw the one win in San Diego. Right after the 4th of July. We were at Sunday Night Baseball, ESPN, Rangers, Padres. It's kind of cool. I don't think he's hanging out. Maybe he is. Maybe Cross is hanging out on TikTok today. Cross, if you're hanging out, drop a comment. But I actually saw somebody at the game. Somebody recognized me from TikTok. They were like, "Right on Rangers, Austin, is that you?" I was like, "Dude, yeah, what's going on?" It was kind of fun to meet somebody just randomly. Didn't plan it at all. That was a lot of fun. That was a ton of fun seeing somebody at the Padres game. We have designated Dustin Harris for assignment. Dustin Harris DFA? I did not have Dustin Harris DFA on my radar. Wow. Dustin Harris DFA? Oh, I do not like that, y'all. I like Dustin Harris. Dustin Harris DFA. I got to wrap my brain around that one. Wow. Feels like there's so many other guys you could have DFA'd. You DFA Dustin Harris? I think somebody's going to pick him up. I doubt. I just got a notification from Sean McFarland, one of the beat writers for Dallas Morning News, that we've got a Dustin Harris DFA to make room on the 40-man. I don't love that move, y'all. I'm a big Dustin Harris fan. I feel like they just have not given Dustin Harris a chance at all. Bro has gotten like 3 or 4 games in a row, and then he gets benched. I do not love the Dustin Harris DFA. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to take this in. Appreciate the gift, ZG. Appreciate you, my guy. Look, this isn't like franchise altering. The Galaxy, my guy. Generous. Y'all are way too generous on TikTok today. Thank you. Look, I'm wrapping my head around this. I hate the Dustin Harris DFA. You just brought the vibe straight down. Not straight down, but, I'm overreacting right now. It's hard when I have to react to these things live because I get so emotional about this team. I try and hold it together for y'all. I don't want to be just another fan page that's just crashing out left and right to every single bit of news. I just don't like the Harris move, man. I don't like that. Hopefully there's something in the works here that I'm not seeing. I want to see the vision. I'm not seeing the vision right now. DFAing Dustin Harris. You could have DFA'd Duran. You could have DFA'd Rowdy. You could have DFA'd a lot of guys that I probably would have preferred over Dustin Harris. But I'll give it a second. I'll try and see the vision after the show. Ugh. Yeah, Duran felt like the obvious DFA. I mean, look, Dustin Harris, I know, has not come up to the big leagues and killed it, but it just feels like we've got a lot of other guys that are doing worse than Dustin. I would love to get 3 out of 4 in Seattle. Would absolutely love it. Maton did break Young's hand, Gary. That's hilarious, Gary. That's one of the gold comments of the night. I hope that their lockers are not right next to each other. But clearly, if they dealt for Phil Maton, clearly there's not a ton of bad blood. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Chris Young, maybe Fenstermaker just said, screw it, we're getting Maton. Josh Young, I don't care about your feelings. We're getting Phil Maton. But I'd like to think that everything's all good. Otherwise, I don't know if they would have done something like that. You know what would have been really crazy, which I talked about in the Discord? If we would have gotten Tommy Pham, how awkward would that have been? Tommy Pham and Jock Peterson, y'all remember, had the infamous fantasy football fight? Y'all remember that fantasy football fight? Tommy Pham slapped Jock Peterson. It was all in the news. Now that would have been a deal. That would have been some drama at the deadline. Tommy Pham and Jock Peterson in the same locker room. Danny Coulombe hit Josh Smith in the face. Wow. We're bringing in some pitchers that have not been too kind to our hitters, apparently. Mike, maybe we did bring in Maton to break some wrists. Houston Astros, you better be careful. You better be careful. Gary, I think you might be right, unless there is a big turnaround. Hey, JR, appreciate you. Appreciate the follow, man. Thank you. By the way, if I don't get the username right on TikTok, forgive me, y'all. I'll learn it. We still owe the Astros one, my guy. Yeah, I think we gotta do. So Dustin Harris DFA was a tweet that I got from Sean McFarland, Dallas Morning News, during the show. So check out X, Dallas Morning News, Sean McFarland. That's where I got it from. We'll see. I would not expect Sean to be tweeting that out if it was not a real deal. Looking forward, let me keep going here. Josh Young will see Phil Maton in the clubhouse start fighting him. That would be hilarious. Let's get ready to rumble Big Game James. Let's get ready. My guy, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Will you be around tonight, Big Game James? It's fun. By the way, if you're new to the show, we love having fans from the other squad coming in and hanging out. I mean, some of them are knuckleheads. Big Game James, though, long follower of the channel. Appreciate you, my guy. Glad you're hanging out. I hope you come back tonight. We're going to do 8th, 9th inning post-game. So if you can come by, please come by. Like I said, you know what? Some Rangers creators get a little weird about other fans coming into the fold. Look, I'll admit there are some knuckleheads out there. When we play the Astros, when we play, the Mariners, there's a couple. There's a lot of good people, though. A bunch of Mariners fans are followers of the channel, and I actually love hanging out. You get the good perspective from the other team. Shoot, it was Big Game James. It was Big Game James that told me about Swaggerty. I'll never forget that. And look, I appreciate the information that I get from fans of the opposing team. So everybody's welcome. Trash talk is welcome as well. Just don't make it personal. Come on. That's what I say. When you got to get personal when you're trash talking. And Big Game James, you know this isn't for you. We're just talking in general right now. But the people that get personal with the trash talk, I'm like, bro, you clearly just don't have anything good. Like, you got to try and make it personal. Like, I am all for good trash talking, but have some quality content, right? That's all I'm saying. Just come with the quality content. Don't make it personal because you don't have anything good of substance to say in your trash talk, just keeping it strictly about the teams. Like, come on now. It's fun. Appreciate all y'all's kind words. Yeah, look, that's what I try to do. Positive vibes, positive energy. It's hard after watching some of these losses on the live. Like, we've watched walk-offs both ways. Rangers walking off teams. Big Game James, we watched Seattle walk it off. I mean, I know that it wasn't a walk-off technically, but all those extra inning games that we watched when the Mariners came to Arlington, we were there. It's not always fun, but you know what? We do pride ourselves here on the show trying to give you the glass half full perspective. We call out the bad stuff when we got to call it out. If a guy's hitting 080 over his last 7 games, and I believe that Wyatt Langford was for a time, like, you got to call that out sometimes. You can't sugarcoat things, but by and large, we try and bring y'all the positive perspective. And at this point, Rangers trade today, I give it a solid B. It becomes an A if the Rangers are able to make a deep run and win a World Series, but I give it a solid B. They gave up a lot for Merrill Kelly. Merrill Kelly has got a little pressure on him now, bro. Has got to start shoving pretty quickly here for the Rangers to make it worth it. Wyatt is seeing the ball better. Wyatt is seeing the ball better. I just gave that as a random example. Dude was struggling for a time there. Gary, I'm with you. I don't get DFAing Dustin Harris when you still had Duran on the team. I really don't. Duran, by the way, still has an option left, so you really don't even have to DFA Duran. You can just send him down. I don't understand no bats today. I really don't. So for me, I really, really hope that these bats start coming through, man. Really hope. Monty, I did see the Monty trade. He's going to the Brewers, right? But Monty isn't even playing. He's still recovering from injury. All right, y'all. Thought Yastrzemski would have been a nice option. Yeah, look, there were a number of guys I thought would have been really good fits. I hate the Harris news as well, Vic. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. We desperately need Berger to hit. Texas couple for sure. I think they are just counting on Berger and Jock to figure it out, which I don't love. I told y'all throughout the last 2 months, get some slump insurance. Go get a right-handed bat. They're counting on Berger and Jock, I think, and maybe Cody Freeman, maybe some minor league guys. We keep rolling. McLaurin requested a trade from the Commanders. Wow. Why? Why would he request a trade? McJ, give me a little bit more on that. Why would Terry McLaurin on the Commanders request a trade? That makes no sense. All right, let's keep it let's keep it locked in here on these comments. I'm about to hop off. I'll be back later tonight if you want to come hang out, by the way. We'll do 8th, 9th inning, and probably we will do post-game as well, I'm sure. Appreciate all the follows. I think Rangers bullpen is nastier than the Padres one. He wants to go to the Steelers? Jeez. Ooh, okay. Kind of a weird trade, man. A trade request. McLaurin's got a good quarterback. I don't know. I am happy for sure with the trade so far. Maton, we'll see how he's employed by the Rangers. But he does appear to have a knack for hitting people. Look, I'll give it a B. And look, when I say B, I'm not doing like the minuses, pluses, all that. I give it an 80% or higher. That's my grade on the trades today. 80 and above. I would say it's at least an 80 out of 100 for sure. I think it'll be higher if the Rangers can have some success. Definitely if they win a World Series. Yeah, look, this is kind of the point here. I don't think a lot of teams want to go up against the Rangers in a 5-game series. You got to face DeGrom, Evo, Kelly, potentially Malley. Nobody wants to face the Rangers. Nobody. Maybe we'll do it during like the waiver stuff, but I don't think that the Rangers are going to be getting a bat from outside the organization anytime soon. I love it too. I've loved it all year. I think the Rangers have the best 1-2 punch in DeGrom and Evo in all of baseball. You add in Merrill Kelly, you definitely got a 3-headed monster, best 1-2-3 punch in all of baseball for sure. We keep rolling. What else we got? I feel solid about the team as well. Would have loved the bat, but overall, do feel really great about the pitching. Absolutely. All right, let me wrap it up here. Corbin, definitely solid. Let's go get this win tonight. I'm with you. Corbin, super, super solid move. One more time, special thank you to all my paid subscribers, paid members. Hey, you want in the Discord, you want to have a little bit more of an opportunity to talk through trades, talk through the Rangers and their season. Would love if you consider becoming a paid subscriber. Hit that subscribe button, bottom left corner on TikTok. $2.99 a month gets you into our Discord. If you're on YouTube, I'll drop the link one more time for you guys. Copy and paste that into a browser of your choice. And look, that's about the only thing I monetized on the show, access to the Discord. It's a great community of people. Really have loved over the past 3 months everything that we built up in the Discord. Solid, solid group. Would love for you to be a part of it. Again, just got to hit that subscribe button, whether you're on TikTok, bottom left corner, or if you're on YouTube, copy and paste that into a browser of your choice. We've got, I think, a couple new subscribers on the show today, couple new members. Thank you so much to you guys. I really, really appreciate it. A bunch of people gave gifts today on the show. Thank you so much. Means the world. The generosity, the support of the show. We don't take any of it for granted. Whether you become a paid member, paid subscriber or not, just being here means everything. Commenting, becoming a follower of the show, sharing it with somebody who you know is a diehard. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Hey, Colton, thank you for the follow. Look, blown away by the support. You guys are a big part of that. We're on the road to 10,000 on TikTok. We're over 9,000. I think we're getting pretty close to 9,100. We're pretty close, y'all, to 10K. Thanks for helping me get there. YouTube, we're getting close to 2K. It's going to be fun. It is fun watching this channel grow, and you guys are a huge part of that. We'll be back later tonight, okay? This was a great time, man. I love this. I don't think I did this last year. This is going to be an annual thing, I feel like. This was an awesome show for the trade deadline. Awesome show. Thank you again. 9166. Let's go. Let's go. You going down tonight? I sure hope not. Look, I would love for these positive vibes to keep going with another win. It's going to be tough. Mariners got a good squad. I think the Rangers got a shot. You go and make all these moves today. You got a lot to play for. If you're a player, you've got to love what the Rangers did, what the front office just did. Firm support of the team going out and making these moves. Let's see if it can translate to the field. Let's see. We'll be back tonight, 8th, 9th inning, post-game. Come hang out again. I really appreciate you guys. It was fun. Rangers trade. Get Danny Coulombe. They get Merrill Kelly. And they also go out and get Phil Maton. Best pitching staff, I got to say, in baseball. I don't think there's any question. Best pitching staff in baseball. I'm excited. Here we go. Let's do it again tonight. Come hang out. Football until the Rangers game. Let's do it. We'll see y'all a little bit later tonight. We'll be back probably like 10:30, between 10:30 and 11 Texas time. So come back if you're still up at that time. You might not be. Come back and hang out. It'll be great. And as I always say to end every show, God bless